So no grow method today because today I want to talk about one of the rarest plants in the world, one of the most unique plants I have ever seen. So it is believed that these plants no longer exist in the world today, or rather there's no data to show that it is in the world today. And that is tropical pitcher plants, right? And tropical pitcher plants, or scientifically they are known as Nepenthes. So they are already very rare, right? They are pretty rare plants already, right? Very uncommon, and this particular species is the rarest of all. So the name is Nepenthes robkenlii, so also known as the black truncata. Right, so I have personally seen a few of these plants with my own eyes, right, and they were really very amazing, right? Super amazing. The pictures itself, they were as big as a 1.5 liter Coke bottle, right? And it's reddish purple, almost like black, with this checkerboard design inside the picture itself. Right? So they really look out of this world, right? And I have never seen such a very unique looking plant, right? It's super amazing. So here's the story about this plant, right? So this plant was discovered in 1997 by this gentleman called Robert Kenley during his expedition in the Philippines. Right? So he found these pitcher plants growing in the logging site, right? Which is going to be cleared soon, right? So the logging site is going to be cleared, so the plants is going to be removed. So these plants actually caught his eye, and because they have these very dark pictures and very unique looking pictures, right, with the peristome, the wings, right, very nice. And he actually found some of these seed pods, and most of them were dispersed and empty already, right? But he managed to pick a few of these seeds from the remaining seed pods. So only 11 seeds, right, out of the seeds he had collected were successfully germinated. So Rob himself, he kept 6 of the seedlings, and the rest were sent to the other growers to grow. So however, some of these that he sent out were stolen, right, and some simply didn't survive. So the only 6 plants that Rob has kept, right, did very well, right, and a couple of them were given very royal names. Right, so a female plant was called the Queen of Hearts, right? A male plant was called the King of Spades. And yes, right, pitcher plants, they have gender, right? It can be either a boy or a girl, right? Depending on the seeds, right? So to get the seeds, right, in order to get seeds, right, you need a male flowering plant and a female flowering plant. And you have to have seeds, right, when they actually flower together. And pitcher plants, they don't flower frequently. So the odds of getting seeds are pretty low, right? For them to flower at the same time and get those seeds. So I have seen the Queen of Hearts sometime 12 years ago when it came to Singapore for the Singapore Garden Festival. So it was an honor, right? Back then I was quite a rookie, I was pretty much a beginner and enthusiast only, and I didn't realize that I was looking at the rarest plant in the world. Right? They were initially thought to be a subspecies of the Nepenthes truncata, right, which is pretty common with heart-shaped leaves and big pitchers. But they were reclassified as a new species in 2011 and named after the founder, right, the discoverer, Robert Kentley. So some years back, the King of Hearts and the King of Spades actually flowered at the same time. So these seeds were produced, right? Around like 3,000 seedlings were produced, and they were made commercially available. But the subsequent generation of this plant, right, they don't look exactly the same as their parents, but they are still very, very spectacular. So although I got many of my pitcher plants from Rob, right, who owned this company called Borneo Exotics, but I have never grown this plant, right, this plant before, right, simply because I didn't have the right growing environment, right. I cannot give them whatever they need in order to grow them well. Right, they were actually very easy and very hardy plant to grow, but because of their growing requirements, they need special growing conditions that I cannot provide, then I didn't bother to try. So nevertheless, this is one of my favorite plants of all times, right? And in fact, this is the plant, right, the Queen of Hearts, that got me interested in growing carnivorous plants. So that is something that is very amazing, and it always in my mind today, right? So gardening is just so interesting and fun, right? And you can simply do simple gardening, or you can really advance yourself to go out collect rare plants. So it really depends on you how you want to do it, right? And it can be easy and very simple, right? Anyone, right, a beginner or someone who have very limited plant knowledge can become a very successful gardener. So if you want to enjoy gardening and you have no clue, right, you have absolutely no clue, no knowledge on how to get started, you can start off by downloading my ebook, Grow. So it is one of the surest way to become successful in gardening. So it's totally free. Click on the link in the description below. So if you have not subscribed, right, also click on the subscribe button below. Don't miss out on my weekly videos because you will learn a lot more from there. So until next time, enjoy your gardening.